Hello beautiful people, so I'm super excited to be playing with the ColouredRaine Safari Rain palette today. I'm going to be starting with the shade Clay. I'm going to be building this up in my upper crease. And just if you guys may be wondering, I already primed my face with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation Primer and my eyelids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original per usual. So I'm just building that shade up on the inner and outer portion of my crease since I am going to be going for a halo eye today. Then I'm going to pick up the shade Matriarch and I'm going to be building this up first on the outer corner, and then once I have it filled in, I'm going to go ahead and bring it into the inner corner as well. And then once I have that shade built up, I'm going to start to sweep it across the lid in the crease area, and I'm just going to keep defining that shape. Next, I'm grabbing my Kat Von D Tattoo Locket Concealer in the shade Deep 34. I'm putting some on the back of my hand, using a brush to pick it up, and then I'm just gonna carve out like that middle section of my eyelid so that when I add down the shadows, the halo effect will really pop. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the shade Toucan. I'm gonna be putting that right next to the shade Matriarch on the opposite sides where we just laid down that base. Then I'm going to pick up the shade Lioness and I'm going to put it right next to Toucan. And right in the middle is where I'm going to place Amazon Basin. And I'm just using my finger to apply the shade. I felt like it intensified that color a little bit better since I'm using the warmth of my finger. And now I'm just going back in with the shade Matriarch and I'm just using it to define that halo in the center and just clean up any rough edges. Moving on to the face, I'm grabbing my Fenty Beauty matchsticks in the shade Espresso. So I'm warming up the product on the back of my hand and then I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my face in all the areas that I want to contour. Moving on to my nose, I like to use a brush. I'm just picking up the excess product on the back of my hand and I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my nose in the areas I want to contour. I'm gonna just let you guys know right now, I'm about to be making a lot of weird faces in this video, so be ready. So now I'm going in with my damp beauty blender, so it's just damp with water, and I'm going in and blending out my contour. Then to add my highlight, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the shade Cool Golden. So what I like to do is I like to just take a concealer brush and I go ahead and just highlight all the areas that I want to highlight on my face, and after that I'll go in with a beauty blender and I'll blend everything out. This is one of those techniques where I want to put just the right amount, so as I'm blending it out I'll see if I need to go in with more product or if it's perfectly fine the way it is. Yeah, you see that face? I never lie. I told you guys I'm gonna be making some weird faces, y'all. It's all part of the process. Trust the process. Then I'm going to grab my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 450. I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand. I'm just going to blot it out with my Beauty Blender first, and then I'll apply it directly to the skin in all the areas where I did not add highlight or contour. And I'm just making sure I'm bringing it down the neck as well. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do also use it to kind of like soften out the areas where I contoured on my nose, and it's one of those things where you go back and forth and you just do what works, you know what I mean? So right now I'm going with my Kat Von D translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna press and roll that into the skin. I like to do this to just make sure that the powder is finely pressed into the skin, and if I do apply too much in one section, I will go ahead and dust it off. Now I'm grabbing my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same technique, press and roll. So I'm applying this to all the areas where I just placed the foundation and contour. For the brows, I'm using my ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Black and Brown. So what I like to do is just use the spoolie end, comb through my brow, and then fill it in. I do have a more detailed brow tutorial. If you guys want to check it out on my channel, I will leave it in the description box below. Moving back to the eyes, I'm grabbing my NYX Suede Lip Pencil that I'm actually going to be using in my waterline. It's in the shade Club Hopper. Next, I'm picking up the shade Congo Basin, so I'm just building this shade up on my inner tear duct on the lower lash line. I am leaving a little space to add a little pop of highlight later. Next, I'm picking up the shade Jungle, and I'm putting that right in the center of the lower lash line. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick up the shade Matriarch, and I'm using this on the outer portion of the lower lash line and also connecting it to the area where I had that eyeshadow on the top of the outer corner. And I'm picking up the shade Clay, and I'm using this to just diffuse out that under eye area and also the outer corner of my cat eye slash halo effect business. Then I'm taking the shade Green Valley, and I'm putting that right in that area that I left that little opening just to add a little pop of highlight. So I'm going to pick up my Kat Von D Beauty Tattoo Liner in the shade Trooper Black. I'm doing a wing eyeliner. It's very difficult to describe, but just watch me, fam. Just watch me. For blush, I'm using my ColourPop blush in the shade Parakeet. Guys, I don't do blush a lot, so when I find the one, I find the one. You're gonna see that blush a lot, just saying. So for highlight, I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Reezy collaboration. Another one of my favorites that you guys are probably gonna see a lot. Then I'm going to grab my Melt Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Edible, and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Then I'm going to be using my Melt Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Purr, which is a beautiful, beautiful chocolate shade. new outfit, who dis? So I'm just going in with my lip liner from before and just cleaning up the areas where the liquid lipstick kind of went a little bit out of the line. Then for lip gloss, I'm going to be putting on my Fenty Beauty Summer Nights lip gloss in the shade Snakeskin. So I know this was part of their summer collection last year. It was limited edition, so I'm not sure if they still have it. If they do, God bless your soul for finding it. If they don't, God bless your soul, because I'm pretty sure they're probably going to come out with something else that's fire. Then to set my face, I am going in with my e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set Spray. And I'm going to go ahead and fan myself off, and that's it for the look, guys. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create this look. Bless up, and until next time, sending out much peace, love, and enlightenment. Bye, guys.